What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back once again, and we're going to be doing another movie review. Now, if you guys have not been keeping an update on Netflix, there's a brand new movie that I did look at the trailer for a while back, but we finally get to see it on Netflix right now. It is available. It is Code 8, starring Stephen Amell as well as Robbie Amell. They did this as a single project. Now, I want to go ahead and tell you guys, if you have not seen this movie, you guys want to go ahead and check it out, go ahead and check out the movie, then come back, because this is going to be my review of the film. Now, I want to say first off that I was very eager to see this film, and it did not disappoint. It was very well done. It was very interesting, and the only way I know how to explain this to you guys, if you guys ever seen the movie Bright with Will Smith, or X-Men, or I want to say a little bit of, I don't know, I mean a little bit with Men in Black, maybe a tiny bit, because basically in this world, we have where humans have the ability, different abilities, just massive different abilities to be use different powers, such as we get to find out later on in the movie where Stephen Amell, his power is able to move things with his mind slash basic telekinesis, and we get to see where Robbie Amell, he plays as Connor, who is a struggling worker who's trying to make better for his mom, because his mom is, unfortunately, she's dying from whatever her powers are, which is able to freeze stuff, and it's almost like a cancer, and they're piled up with medical bills. She's working at a low-end grocery store, and the boss is a real dick to her, and Connor's trying to figure out how am I going to help my mom, because there's no money. What are we going to do? So he kind of goes through this journey of trying, every time he turns around, of being, laid off, because ones with powers are not allowed to work because they're taken away from hard-working people, is what they keep saying throughout the entirety of the show. Now, the police are really cracking down on people, because from what I understand, the spinal fluid is what really gives the person the power. Now, they really use this almost like drugs, and police are extremely cracking down on this. So the entirety of the show, we're kind of going through and seeing, okay, what's going on, what's happening. Now, what's really interesting is that as soon as this happens, we see where Robbie Amell's character, he is a level 5 electric, which is, I guess you have different levels of what you are, and he goes on a job with Stephen Amell, who plays as Garrett, who is a criminal in a gang or in a criminal organization, who his boss owes money to another gang, and they're trying to basically make good ends meet on it. Now, he tells him, okay, I'm in, but you got to give me more money. So he does, and Connor starts racking up the money, but he also starts getting issues with the authorities, and trying to deal with the fact that his father was a criminal as well, and he has to admit that he is like his father, whether he wants to admit that or not. He does not like to admit it, because he wants his mom to live, and all he has is his mom. So I really do like how they put a lot of emphasis on how he was doing everything in his possibility to take care of his mother, because he was the only one that was actually trying, even though his mom was losing pay because she kept having episodes at work, and the boss did not like that. So he had to take issues with his mom's boss at one point, and also he was stacking up a lot of money. He was able to pay some of it a little bit, but then finally, when his mom finds out, she ends up in the hospital, and things just get more crazy, where he has to have more money, otherwise she will die. Now, again, there was a lot of what I saw from the characters, of course, of Robbie Amell's character, as well as also, I want to say, Stephen Amell's character. Like, if you guys have ever watched the show Tomorrow People, I believe is what it was called, with Robbie Amell, I got a little bit of that character in this one, and also a little bit of Arrow with Stephen Amell's character in this, because Stephen Amell actually played a very different role in this. You could tell that he was filming this while he was still filming Arrow at the time. Now, what was really cool is that he actually played a whole different role, and it actually fit him very well for him branching out as an actor, and same thing with Robbie Amell. So I really got to give them kudos, which was absolutely amazing. But we also get to see a lot of different actors in this movie, because we also get to see a familiar face from the Fast and Furious franchise. We got to see Sue Kang. He played as a police officer in this film, which was absolutely amazing. Now, this film has done absolutely amazing. I thought it was going to be like a little mini-series on YouTube or something, but it actually was a badass film. I really enjoyed it. I got really invested with these characters. It ended on a high note, not knowing what was going to happen with these characters, because at the very end, you see where Garrett, he went on his own after settling everything with the gang he was in, because he lost half of his crew after Connor and then pulled off a heist and it did not end well. And then Connor had to let go of his mom. She ends up dying. So he has to basically go, okay, am I going to turn myself in? Or am I just going to go on the run? So it does look like he does not turn himself in. It looks like he goes on the run, and Garrett kind of picks up where his employer left off of trying to become a criminal mastermind. So it's really interesting to see how this is going to pan out in a possible sequel. Now, I'd like to see a possible sequel. I don't know how they're going to do it because it took, I want to say this movie took about 2-3 years in the making. And of course, with the situation going on in the world right now, I think it was really cool. At least it gives somebody the world to watch and enjoy. And I did enjoy myself. It was a lot of action, a lot of drama, a little bit of comedy. It was one of those where if you wanted to watch a good film, then I do recommend this. It was very action packed. It was very fun filled. And again, if you're a fan of, like, let's say X-Men or the movie Bright or even Arrow or Tomorrow People or anything that has to do with powers in general and suppression, anything of that nature, because it really does have suppression in this film. Because they do not want, they really go up against people that have powers because the only way that anybody can make any money and honest living is if they honestly start getting into any type of crime to basically make a dollar. And it's really sad to see that because we do see within the entire film where there is a lot of prejudice against people that have powers, and they do put that into this film. They also do put into where it seems like the only way they can make any money is by becoming criminals and showing, hey, this is the only way I can make any money because of my bills. Bills ain't going to take care of themselves, which I really do like how they put that in this film. So I want to say kudos to everybody for this film. It was a great film. I really enjoyed it. So can't wait to see more. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. If you guys are enjoying your day, and I'll see you guys on the very next one.